so much, Nicole. I really appreciate you having me on. And honestly, you guys rock as coaches. I've learned so much, and I'm very appreciative to be under your tutelage. Well, honestly, to tell you the truth, you really need to be around a good group of people that are in the know. You know, you need to have a great network. And in that network of people that I'm attached to, that we're attached to, they're on the top, the cutting edge. You guys are on the, you're right at the very beginning of the next best thing. And I heard couple of coaches, as a matter of fact, Crazy Cat Mac. She went to a major event and said everybody was talking about stories and this is the next big thing. And I'm like, well, man, we've been sharing stories forever. What do you mean? Oh, yeah. Hey, I had this going on with me, that going on with me. And then I realized, oh, she's talking about something new in the online space, in the Facebook world. And I was like, okay, wait, this is brand new. This is something that's just getting started. Everybody's going to be doing this. Really, nobody really understands it yet. And they're teaching the class on it. I need to have that class. I need to be involved in that class. Why? Because I want to be able to put myself out there in the newest, latest forum that's going to bring me the market or the people that I'm looking for. So when I heard my community of experts saying this is the next best thing, you really need to get into this because you're going to be one of the first. I said, well, I want to be one of the first. And that's why I got involved with story.
So what your experience is like working with the group and then, of course, working with the technology as you go on.
The working with the group was amazing. It is amazing. As a matter of fact, what I really like about it is when you have a group of people that are focused in doing one thing and is committed to supporting one another, that just make everybody in the group that much stronger. So when we actually put a story out on Facebook, and you have 10 or 15 other people commenting on those stories, you know, everybody else in your group or all of your other friends see this and they're like, wow, and that make them pay more attention. So to get the group of people coming together and talking about these things, it really just draw the attention of everyone else. Where the spark is, that's where the fire is going to start. So it's sort of like that group of folks that we're working with is igniting the sparks that are causing the flame to burn in the online space. So honestly, to tell you the truth, the number of people that are paying attention to my stories now have grown dramatically 5 times, 10 times, honestly. You know, so there was no one really watching me. And then pretty soon it's like, wow, now I have a story and it's like, whoa, man, there's over 100 people who watch this thing. You got to be kidding me. So, and that all comes from that group working together. So working together as a group is phenomenal. And then, but what's powerful is the mechanics throughout the week. It causes all of the students who may, a lot of them not even used to. We have a lady in the class, you know, she's older than me and she's like, hey, what is this? What is that? And now she's like killing it in the online space.
Right,
you know?
right.
So it's really wild. So you get this little quote that everybody is thinking, hey, what can I do around this quote? What picture can I put around this quote? What little story can I add to this quote? And it get all of us every single day getting engaged and getting online because it is the consistency that draw the people to you. And then that reveal is pretty powerful too. So I'm sorry.
To build a business on or an online audience, tell me a little bit about how you've incorporated your perspective in building your audience as it relates to what you want to draw in.
Okay, so basically the bottom line is we all need to understand who we are and who we are looking for. We do not attract anything different than who we are. So some people say, oh man, I want to attract this type of person. Well, in order to attract that type of person, you have to be that type of person. So to grow into the person that you want to be, or to grow into the person you want to attract, takes a lot of personal development. Honestly, Stories Sale is also disguised as great personal development course. So with that in mind, for me, I focus, I love freedom. I'm a freedom practitioner. So I may look at a quote, and this hashtag may be something, it may be fruit. Well, I'm a freedom practitioner. I'm going to look at that hashtag in my perspective. My wife is a natural health nurse. So she's going to look at that same hashtag fruit with a different perspective. You're all about nourishing the body, okay? You're going to look at that same fruit perspective in a hashtag with a different mindset and different perspective. Here's the deal. There are people who are out there who are crazy about freedom, and they are going to resonate to what I'm looking at. Same thing with my wife. There are people who are crazy about natural stuff and nursing and stuff, and they're going to gravitate toward my wife. And you are going to draw the audience that's focused on nourishment. Okay, nourishing your body, nourishing your mind, all of that. They're going to gravitate to you. So with that one little hashtag, whether it's fruit, whether it's matter, whatever it is, we all have a perspective. And here's the deal. People do business with people they know, like and trust. Mm-hmm. So if I go out and I'm trying to be a natural health nurse outside of my area, people are going to be, well, that doesn't fit. It doesn't feel right. But freedom is my thing. I'm going to draw those people, and they will be willing to do business with me. So this is really powerful. It's amazing how all of the different, how can I say it? All of our different views and thoughts can come into one hashtag, and we can all attract the people that basically resonate and respond to who we are. So I love that about the Stories program. So you can really, anybody, whether they have a business or, like you say, they personal development, whether they're taking stories for personal development, or if they just want to increase their presence in the Facebook market or stories market world, they all have their own vision, their own tunnel vision, or the way they feed into these stories, and people gravitate to them. So it's really awesome the way the program is put together, where everybody can get the most out of it.
Do you recommend Stories for anyone, especially if they're had these maybe not so good experiences working with online training and not really understanding or getting the help they need? Would you make a recommendation for Stories, and if so, why?
I highly recommend the Stories program. And the reason why is because it's simple, it's effective, and it is very, very duplicatable. Like you said, duplication in my industry, in my profession, duplication is where the money is made. So if I know how to market myself in a fantastic way online, mm-hmm. and I have some business partners who struggle in that area, and it's actually very profitable for me, and it would actually be more profitable for me to have them understand the same skill set.
Yep.
Then I could direct them to the Stories coaches and say, look, you need to take this course. And once they take the course, they can basically do the exact same thing. Now, the content that I can put out in the Stories format, it expands. It expands. So this is very powerful. And look, I am not the online person. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm on it a lot, but I didn't know how to take advantage of it, for business. And now Stories and a couple of other programs that some of you coaches teach actually help me to focus my time and energy to actually earn money doing this. So no, I highly recommend it. If you're a business person, whether you have a fixed facility, if you're in a brick and mortar, or if you are working from home or you're online, you need to understand this information. Because when we talk to people today and we say, oh, hey, I have this great thing, it's called XYZ. They're on their phone typing in XYZ and Googling it, and I tell you what, they want to know if you have a presence, and they see you popping up in stories and all kind of, oh, okay, this is legit stuff. So I love it. I love it. I recommend, highly recommend it. Highly recommend it.
Thank you so much, Al.
So everything the program builds upon itself. Whereas what is story? I'm going to tell you what it is. And now let me show you how to do certain things. And my wife put together something about leaders and a bunch of people. And I'm like, oh my goodness, it looked like some type of professional did this.
Right.
She made it. And it's because she's been through this class. So no, it's awesome. It is a great way to take us from, crawling to walking to running. So it's beautiful.
Awesome. Well, I'm so glad that you got so much out of it, and not being a technical or technological person who's you're just kind of getting your feet wet, learning how to use technology to your advantage. I just appreciate your growth throughout this, and just willing to dive in to learn new things and get out of your comfort zone. And I know that you always talk about how when we get out of our comfort zone, that's when growth really happens, and you really did that through stories. So I'm so proud of you.
That's right. Nicole, I just want, before you wrap this thing up, because I hear you, it sounds like you coming down to a wrap up. And I'm sorry for interrupting you, but I just wanted to let those individuals know who are thinking about something like going into a stories program, and you're kind of nervous about it. What I love about this program is you get taught something at the beginning of the week. You get taught and shown, hey, this is where we're at. And then you get to practice it throughout the week. And then there's a community where the coaches have a community to say, hey, look, if you have any questions on the stuff that you taught and that you're actually doing throughout the week, just let us know. We're watching and as soon as you let us know, we'll address it and show you how to do it better, how to be more smooth, or what type of content. All of that is powerful. So the coaches who are engaged and involved in the stories program, they are available to you. So great stuff. I love the whole format. The way this set up is phenomenal. Okay, I'm sorry. Now I'll be quiet. Let you wrap it up.